Good morning guys. So today I'm out at the Koondoola bushlands and I haven't even made it 2 seconds off of the footpath yet, and I've already spotted so many wildflowers. I've seen cowslips, I've seen donkeys, I've seen blue squills, I've seen milkmaids, all in one spot. Plenty of buttercup. I've also walked into a spider web already. There's the spider. That's right. It's only a daddy long leg. So as it is springtime and it's a pretty warm day today, it is 25 degrees I'm pretty sure. I do need to be a little bit vigilant because the snakes are definitely going to be out by now. But let's see what beautiful wildflowers I can spot walking around this little bushland that's right in a Perth suburban area. So we have some beautiful kangaroo paws here, surrounded by lots of little blue squirrels. Unfortunately, those yellow daisies, technically they're weeds, they come from South Africa. But then over here, we have a Zambia palm, also with a weed, unfortunately. This one's been cut in half. I'm not sure if people have been pulling at it, but Zambia palms are pretty cool because, I mean, they just look like a palm tree if you think about it, but they grow these huge seed pods. There's even sap on this one. Oh, looks like the ants. Oh, the ants are very happy. Look. It's the circle of life. But these seed pods in here, they are like bright red. And I'm 100% sure they are poisonous, but they're also bright red inside. I won't be able to open them, these are like rock hard. And it's because they are there to let the animals know, don't eat me. And it's so that way they can keep reproducing. It must be sweet. We have a tiny little sundry here that has produced this beautiful orange flower. And just for size comparison, that's my fingernail. So I decided to kind of walk off of the trail a little bit, and I've come across this fence, so I'm gonna make a guess, and it's the Shire saying please don't walk any further. Oh, there's a kangaroo. I heard the boing boing boing. I was not zoomed in far enough though. There is a dragonfly. I walked down a little bit further because I wanted to see what the sign says. Turns out I wasn't supposed to go in there after all. I'm zoomed in as far as I can get it. Ready? Hey buddy. Oh, there's two. Where are ya? There they are. They're staring at me. Hello, paparazzi. Turns out there was three. Back on the pathway. This Swan River myrtle is looking very pretty. I don't really know what this is. So I wasn't sure. Now I'll show you. Google has this thing where you can actually upload a picture and it will show you all the other pictures that are online that are the same or similar. And what you do is you look for particular websites like flora database websites, and then it will help you tell you what kind of flower that is. So I just learnt that that is a yawning leek orchid. I've never seen one before. How cool is that? He's going to stay really still because he's going to pretend that I haven't seen him. So one thing you'll notice in this area, you will hear a lot of ambulances. The Ambo depot is actually just up the road. So this bushland here comes just off of Alexander Drive, and there is an Ambo depot probably about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes up the road from where Macca's is, if you kind of get what I'm saying. And unfortunately there's not really much you can do about it, but when the ambos stop, the birds come out and it is very pretty. So these were the hooded orchids, but you can see how they're kind of dead. So hooded orchids, they come out really early and they finish early, and these ones are done. So I'm not going to walk down this track here because it's quite narrow, and you see how there's all this leaf litter. The little snakes like to lay underneath there, so not today. So apart from having a little look in here, I've come from this pathway and now it's time to go that way. Has not been long up this pathway and I've already spotted some spider orchids. There's two. There is a white one and a pink one. I just found another one. They are tiny little orchids though. Like, I just want to give you a comparison to size. Look. Alright, this is my hand. Like, excuse my dirty fingernail, but fingernail for comparison. Plant. So I have made my way kind of to the back of the bushland now, and you come up to this factory, and it is actually a groundwater treatment facility. It's actually quite big. But the pathway I want to take is this one. So this bushland here really does go for miles. So if I face this direction here, that's actually Balladura. But I'm actually going to shortcut this one and I'm going to head this way. I parked my car over in the Koondoola side. I can walk all the way around this bushland here, but it's actually really hot today. So I'm going to skip that one because I left my water in the car, silly me. And I feel like I'm not really going to spot too much different anyway. So let's head up this way and see what cool things I can see. I actually just came across this park bench. Very unusual. Maybe it's so that way the people that work for the Shire have a little spot to rest. Yes, I've tucked my shirt up because it's hot. And I'm glad I stopped here because right behind me is a whole bunch of spider orchids and I nearly walked straight past them. Check this out, so tiny, right next to the trail. So pretty. It is a dancing orchid. I think I just found a feather that belongs to a crow. Should I add it in there? I seem to have a lot of feathers. Wait, hang on, that looks silly. More the merrier. Add it to my collection of little emu feathers that I have. What I do want to find though is the tail feather of a black cockatoo, but there's not many left in the wild. Unfortunately, they are an endangered cockatoo, but if I'm lucky, I'm gonna grab it. Now remember when I went to John Forest recently and I said I was looking for the enamel orchids? Well, I just found one. Okay, we got blue squill, we have cowslips and more cowslips and triggers, and then we finally have the enamel orchid. It is so pretty. Now, it kind of looks waxy, and in my opinion the flower almost looks fake because it's so shiny. It's also hard to get on focus. Alright, let me see if I can get a closer look. Oh, pretty. It wasn't much longer and I just spotted a second one. So many blue squills everywhere. Blue squills, donkeys, buttercups and cowslips everywhere. The problem is it's already starting to get quite hot and we're only in the middle of September. So yes, it's springtime, but I think a lot of them are going to go pretty quickly, and that is why when it is springtime you really got to jump out and go to as many different bushland and wildlife reserves as possible, plus national parks and the rest of it, while they're out, because they come out really quickly but then they go really quickly as well. So like this, for example, here, I'm not even sure what it was, but it's finished, it's died. So I've come out to my last little section here on the trail, which is my last little part of the loop. And this will take me back to the car. Oh look, there's even some beautiful smoke bush. These look awesome. They actually look very smoky because they're covered in little fluffy hairs. I just spotted a sun orchid. It's actually the first sun orchid I've seen this season. These ones need sun to open up, thus the name. So this is what I have seen, quite a lot of these where they haven't quite come out yet. And this is the first one. Beautiful. I just found 3 enamels right together. So I've actually just come off the pathway and this is where I spotted 3. Whoops, very out of focus orchids. And then I turned my back and there's more and my shadow. Here's one that is trying to open up. Wow, did that petal just come out? It did, didn't it? So I was just taking photos of the other 2 orchids and another one popped open. How long do I have to wait? It is. I'm not imagining this, am I? Okay, so I'm gonna wait 30 seconds and I'll see what happens. Oop. I can't get it to focus now. Look. Where are you? There's a golf ball. I wonder how long that's been there for. Oh my god. I wasn't watching it. So that was the Koondoola Bushland. I hope you come, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.